Italy is putting its landfills on a diet. It has passed legislation aimed at cutting food waste by 20%. Farmers will be allowed to give away unsold produce to charities, and businesses will save money on waste taxes as they donate food that's past the sell-by date. Italy throws away 5 million tons of food every year. France already passed its own rules to reduce waste, which punishes retailers that don't make deals with charities. Harriet Friedman is a professor emeritus of sociology at the University of Toronto's Munk School of Global Affairs. She joins us now to talk some more about this new change to the Italy laws. Thanks for joining us today.
Pleasure to be here.
This is obviously not a new idea. Italy is actually a bit slow to come to the table.
Yes, it's behind us in solutions, but it's also behind us in problems.
Meaning what?
Meaning that if one direction is toward more processed food, more food sold through supermarkets instead of through local markets or directly from farmers, then packaging, food waste itself becomes more and more of a problem, needing more and more of a solution. But Italy actually is not as far along as we are down that path. It still has much more home meals, much more small restaurants, small shops, and markets relative to the supermarkets. But yes, they are learning. They are developing their supermarkets, but it's not inevitable it will go that way. That was why I said that.
Why do you think, or what do you think works better? They're going about it in a way that offers an incentive for those who have high volumes of food to get a tax break, for example, by giving away that food to a charity or some other working group who might need it. But France, I understand, is punishing people for wasting food. Which one does, in your mind, work better?
Well, we have been giving tax incentives to supermarkets to give away, to donate food for quite a while here. So that's, as you say, ahead of the Italian system, and that's fine. It's fine. We also have food drives. We have now what's becoming an institutionalized charity system, which most of the organizations are resisting becoming institutionalized. We'd rather have a right to food. I say this as a member of the Toronto Food Policy Council as well.
So how is Canada doing overall in comparison to international partners?
In terms of incentives for the food industry to donate food?
In terms of just generally dealing with the waste and trying to make sure food that is still edible gets to the right places, we're not wasting as much.
Oh, I think we've got lots and lots of ways to go. I can give one example from France. When I was living there in 2012-13, they took up the food waste problem, the socialist government there, and one of the really simple things they did that's not incentive or punishment was to regulate the size of portions that the supermarkets were offering. So a lot of food waste happens at home because people are encouraged to buy larger quantities in packages that offer a reduced price per unit. And then they take it home, it's too much, they throw it out. What that particular kind of regulation does is it says you can't do that. You have to package things in smaller quantities so that people, and don't give a price incentive to buy too much, and then people buy less and waste less. So that's a different approach.
It's a very different approach. I'm not sure how it would work in North America.
Why not?
We just seem to be of a kind where bigger is better. I mean, look at our Walmarts and our Costco's, for example.
That's right. Those are only like 20, 25 years old. Costco even more recent. So it's not clear that it's the only way we can go because other smaller things are growing too. They're still very small, but so was Walmart when it started. Farmers markets, food boxes, community shared agriculture from farmers, direct delivery in that way, direct relationships. So the food becomes fresh, it becomes appreciated, we know where it comes from, we don't waste it.
All right, we've got to leave the conversation there, Harriet, but thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure.